What's going on, YouTube family? Back at you guys again with another video. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, amazing holiday season. We're now heading into the new year 2019. I'm super excited to bring you guys some awesome content, but today's topic is going to be credit cards. Should you use them? Should you utilize credit cards to your benefit for growing your retail arbitrage business? And just your Amazon business in general. So I'm going to give you my rundown, my use with credit cards. I've been getting questions, hey, should I go get a credit card to help me grow my business? This is that and the fourth. Do you have any business loans? What do you do exactly to grow your business? What did you do when you first started? So today's topic is obviously going to be credit cards, and there are some business models that I would utilize credit cards in on Amazon, and there's others that I would probably aim towards going towards some type of loan, a business loan or something of that nature, just because with credit cards you have to pay them off faster, but we'll get into that, right? So how did I start out with Amazon? I started selling books like little over 2 years ago, right? Just strictly books, used books from the thrift store, stuff like that. And I believe I had 1,800 or like 2,400. So we'll just go with 2,400, just the max. I think I had 1,800. But that's how I started my business, with $2,400. That's all I had in my name. I used it to buy my scanner, get my scanning software, inventory lab, my Dymo printer, all that good stuff, labels for the printer, and all the supplies I needed to really get going. And then I used the rest of the capital to buy inventory, right? So I started with $2,400, right? And at the time, I was working a part-time job, making $12.62 an hour at FedEx. Okay, I worked at FedEx as a package handler, right? And I'd work about 25 hours a week on average. So what was my checks after? I'd get paid every Thursday, and my weekly pay was only, I think it was $186 after taxes, insurance, all that stuff taken out of it. So I was making $186 a week, plus I had that initial money to start growing my business. Well, being the type of person I am, I hated my job. I wanted to quit. I wanted to work for myself full time. So I kind of quit my job after about getting sales on Amazon 2 weeks in. So I stopped getting that $186 a month, which I shouldn't have quit my job that early, but I was making money on Amazon selling books, and I just got super excited. I was like, I'm going to go all in, right? So after a few months going on Amazon, I had built it up to maybe making, $1,500 to $2,500 profit per month, right? And I had basically just started spending more money, doing stupid stuff. I had bills to pay. I was going to school. So basically I got to a point where I couldn't really have the money to invest to grow my business, because I had just ordered my first private label product, all this different stuff, right? So what I did to grow my retail arbitrage business is I went out and got a business credit card, okay, through Chase Bank. Okay, mine's through Chase Bank. It's a business credit card. I started off with I think it was a $10,000 spending limit on my credit card, because I had already built up some credit from just different types of things growing up. So I have pretty good credit, right? So I had a business credit card for $10,000, right? But I did not go out and spend that $10,000 right away, right when I got it, right? I probably had built up like 5-6,000. Plus I had my first private label product coming in. So I was like, okay, I really wanted to start growing this retail arbitrage business, and the 6,000 a month, I wasn't even spending that just because I wasn't really focusing on retail arbitrage. But as you guys know, who have been following me, I started doing R8 again like 5-6 months ago. I started with a few $1,000s, and I was like, you know what, I really want to start utilizing this credit card to grow my account. So I started off with a $10,000 business credit card, and I was spending the additional few thousand I had, right? And I don't recommend, if you guys can get credit cards or anything, do not max them out right away just going to buy product. Make sure you know what you're doing to first start off with. Make sure you know that the products you're buying are going to turn over in time for you to pay down that credit card. What I do is every 2 weeks, once I get paid out from my retail arbitrage account, I pay down the credit card, and then I go spend that same amount, right? And this works for me because I don't take any money out of my retail arbitrage account right now. I'm strictly scaling and growing that. I take money out of my private label account to live on. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Now I have 2 credit cards, right? And I have total buying power. See, I'm not even good at spelling, of $30,000, right? So I can go out and spend $30,000 per month on the 2 credit cards I have, right? Plus I have about $30,000 built up from the last 6 months of flipping stuff doing RA, right? So now I technically have a buying power of $60,000 per month. I've never spent this type of money on RA, so I'm just going to start out spending the 30 I have, and then once I get a few employees, I'm going to scale up. But what should you guys do? Okay, I'm going to give you guys some examples, right? If you've been doing RA, you're making money, you've proved you can make money for at least 5-6 months straight. You know what you're doing, you know your products are turning over fast, your cash flow is good, everything's good to go, right? Then I would suggest going out and getting a credit card for maybe $10,000 spending limit or something like that. Don't start off just going out getting these massive credit cards and just start spending. You want to make sure you guys have some cash reserves to kind of float your spending on your credit card, if that makes any sense, right? So I would never, basically what I did when I first started with my credit card is, let's say I had 10,000, right? $10,000 of my own money. I would spend 10,000 on the credit card, 10,000 of my own money, spent 20,000 total, right? So I knew by the time the bill was due on the credit card, I had enough cash coming out from getting paid from Amazon that I had enough to pay down that $10,000 on the credit card, okay? Because I had spent 20,000. My sell-through rate is very good with RA. I only buy stuff that has a high turnover rate. And just making sure I have that money, because you guys don't want to get hit with interest fees on credit cards. Trust me, they can really just start accumulating and put you in a bad situation. And guys, I don't have a huge experience with credit cards. I'm just telling you guys what I'm currently doing. But now I'm going to be utilizing like credit cards, like when Nike Friends and Family Weekend, right? You want to spend as much as possible. When you get these big deals, you might come up where you can get $10,000 worth of, spend 10,000 on inventory in a day or two, right? But maybe you don't have all that cash on hand. So then you want to utilize that credit card because you know you have more cash coming in from your business, okay? Now with private label, guys, I do not recommend using credit cards for private label. The process takes too long. You're not going to be able to source a product, pay for it, get it manufactured, get it up and selling on Amazon, and then pay that down before interest hits. It's just not going to happen, especially because with my experience, I'm pretty sure credit cards start charging you interest if you don't pay after the first like 60 days or something like that. So definitely don't do that. I'd recommend, if you want to get funding for private label, either find a private investor, maybe someone in your family who's willing to invest in your business, or just go out and try to get a business loan, because you have a lot longer to pay it down. But make sure, again, guys, you have that cash reserve that can have, so you can have that cushion, right, to be able to pay down the debt that you are owing. Okay, I don't want any of you guys going out getting yourself into a situation, because obviously, guys, Amazon is kind of risky at the same time, right? You never know. You could have your account suspended at any time, right? And I've seen some big retail arbitrage guys that went out, spent 100K in a week on stuff, had their whole team go out, spend 100K, right, on credit cards. Their account gets shut down for 2 weeks. They don't have any funding coming in. Then they got to wait 2 more weeks once they get their account reinstated to get their payment. And it can really cause a big problem. So I don't recommend over leveraging yourself. Do not over leverage. Just be smart. Obviously, if you're doing well on Amazon, you know how the cash flow works. You know the periods what it takes from a product to sell. They don't put the money in your account for 7 days. You get paid out every 2 weeks, stuff like, just simple stuff like that, right? And another thing, guys, if you guys just want to have cash daily coming in, there's other options. Like for me, I can request daily payouts. I know there's some of you that got in during that time where your accounts, you just can't request them every day for some reason. So you can use, oh my God, I can't believe, there's a company, I honestly can't even remember what it's called. I'm having a tongue twister, but you can basically pay them 2% of your sales to give you payouts every day. And basically, they're basically loaning you the money based on your Amazon account. And then you're paying them a 2% fee. They take it out of when you get paid every 2 weeks, right? I'll leave whatever company it is down in the description. I can't believe I can't remember because I've talked about it many times before. But yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to tell you guys how I use credit cards. I'm not a very big risk taker. I know there's other guys that are willing to go out there and just max out credit cards. That's not how I like to run my business. It creates a lot of stress for me, but it is a way to grow your business really quickly. And I do think utilizing credit cards to grow your business is a good thing if you're not stupid about it. Okay, guys? If I provide you with any value in this video, be sure to subscribe. Oh, also, guys, some good news coming up. I've been having a lot of people asking if I do consulting calls. I don't like doing consulting calls because in 30 minutes, there's not really much I can teach you in 30 minutes of just one 30-minute call, and I don't want to take people's money for a 30-minute consultation session. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think people gain a lot of value from it simply because you only have 30 minutes and there's only so much I can teach you in 30 minutes, right? So what I'm doing is a lot of people have been asking me tons about retail arbitrage. As you guys already know, I have my private label course. It was $200, but what I'm going to do from here on out is I want to make this stuff really affordable for you guys because there's tons of other courses out there for $500, $1,000, $2,000, which is totally ridiculous because they're basically teaching you the same stuff. Everyone's teaching the same stuff pretty much, okay, guys? There's some people that have different angles they're coming in on their courses and stuff, but $500 to $1,000 is kind of ridiculous. So I want to make my course super, super cheap and super available to a lot of people who maybe just can't spend $500 to $1,000 on a course. I was only charging $200, but still some people are like, okay, I need to do this, get this stuff together in order to pay for it. So what I'm going to do is from now on, my private label course is going to be $97. And for the people that paid $197 for this, just keep watching. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to give you guys in return for paying that higher price, right? I'm currently creating my retail arbitrage course because a lot of people have asked. It's going to include everything from everything you need to have starting out, all the materials, all the tools, everything. I'm going to go deep into ranks into each and every category. I'm going to go into buying type of rules that I use and that I recommend. I'm going to tell you my top stores I source, which parts of the stores that I find the most products, like whether it's the clothing or the shoes or this, that, and this. I'm also going to be having a group for the retail arbitrage, letting you guys know when these huge sales come up so you guys can utilize that as well. I'm going to be throwing out BOLOs. Be on the lookout. If you guys didn't know what that meant, BOLO means be on the lookout. If I find items at stores and it's a super good deal and I know that they have them at every store in every state, I'll throw that in the group as well. But for the people that already purchased my private label course, I'm going to be giving you the retail arbitrage course for free. The retail arbitrage course will be $97. The private label course will be $97. So that just really gives the guy that just doesn't have a lot of money to start with an opportunity to learn how to create a business on Amazon for a really good price. And I just want to kind of give back, as I don't make really any money off of my YouTube. I sell a couple courses a month, so I make a few $100 a month. That's about it. I'm not like these other guys making millions of dollars off these courses, and I don't want to. I sell on Amazon. That's how I make my money. But yeah, guys, so if you guys wanted to get started with the private label course, it's only $97 from here on out. Click the link in the description. The retail arbitrage course, I'm about halfway through it. I'm going in store in the course to show you exactly how these processes work. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get extra discounts on top of it, how to build relationships, how to send out emails to stores in your area, to all the managers there, to hopefully try to build connections. Just a whole going into how I've been scaling my retail arbitrage business will be in that course as well. It'll probably be in the middle of January when that releases, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video.